Hi everyone, I'm Bob Kovacs, and this is my Panasonic LUMIX G9M2 camera. The G9M2 is a very powerful camera. It's great for photography and great for video. Today I'm going to be talking about video topics. One of the things that you probably know about the camera is on the side there is a USB-C port in which you can plug in an external drive. I have a normal 1 terabyte external drive that can plug into that, but I also have this tiny USB-C thumb drive that plugs into the side of the camera. Okay, it'll stick out just a little bit, but that may not be a problem. Let's say you have the camera on a tripod in the back of an auditorium and you're focused on your daughter's piano recital or your child's play, or you're capturing a concert or some other event where you have the camera in the back of a room on a tripod, safe and sound, nobody touching it, and you're just shooting away. This little Samsung hard drive, this tiny little hard drive, is 256 gigabytes, and its price today, I've got the Amazon page up on the screen, and the price today is $27.99. So for 256 gig of storage, this is a tremendous bargain. Let's say you mostly use the camera for photography, but now you have a little video task you want to do. You want to capture your kid's piano recital. Well, you can plug this in. Now you've got plenty of storage for video. So let's talk about how you get this set up for video and what kind of video this can record. Now with the flash drive plugged into the camera, I'm going to do two things. First of all, the camera will support USB 3.2. That's a very fast transport standard. That will really move a lot of data out that port. However, this Samsung drive is only USB 3.0. It's not 3.2. So that's a somewhat slower standard. It's still pretty fast, but it's a somewhat slower standard. So I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to demonstrate how this drive will work at a pretty fast data rate for video. I'm going to record some high-speed video at a fast rate. This is good quality video that you can use to shoot films or whatever. And I'm going to demonstrate using that. Second, I'm going to take a good data rate, not as high as that, but a good data rate, and just fill up the card, record for an hour or more. One of the things that came out about the G9M2 when it was first announced was that you could overheat it running video. And to be honest with you, I've done a lot of video with the G9M2 and I've not overheated the camera. So I'm going to let this run for an extended period of time, just shooting video, just to show you how the camera can shoot for an extended period of time. Now I'm going to speed that up so you're not going to be sitting there watching all of that, but it will record for a long time, and I'll go ahead and I'll document that for you. And I'll be recording that at the Panasonic data rate of 150 megabits per second. That's 10-bit 422 4K video. I'm just going to point the camera out the window and we'll record whatever's happening out the window. And we'll see how that goes. Inside here, you might say, well, what's the temperature? Inside here, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 25 degrees Celsius. That is a very typical indoor temperature, comfortable indoor temperature. Yes, if I had this in the desert in the broiling sun, it might get hot and might shut down. But inside in a comfortable indoor room, this should go for essentially indefinitely. But we'll give that a test. With the flash drive plugged in, turn the camera on, and then go to the menu. In the menu, navigate down to the wrench icon. Go in, and you want to navigate down to USB SSD. Go into the menu, you want to turn that on. And that'll take a few seconds. Not long, but a few seconds. But wait, there's one more thing to do. Go into the menu, and now navigate to USB SSD format, and you need to format that drive. So if there's anything on there that you want to save, you need to get it off before you plug it into the camera. Now I'm going to go ahead and format that drive. This goes very quickly. And boom, now it's formatted. Now you're ready to record on that flash drive. The first test I want to do with the G9M2 is to test its recording speed with this Samsung flash drive. And what I want to do is I want to set it up to record ProRes at 648 megabits per second. So I need to get into the menu again, navigate to the video settings, which is that camera icon. Go to Record File Format and change it from MOV to Apple ProRes. Once that's selected, then I need to go to the Record Quality setting and make sure that the 648 megabit setting is chosen. Now we're all set to record at 648 megabits. Now that the camera is all set, I'm going to point it out the window and let it record continuously. At 648 megabits per second, this 256 gig flash drive will fill up in about 53 minutes. So I'm going to cut the recording off at about 50 minutes. This is speeded up 40 times, just so it's not deadly dull to watch. In this next test, we need to go back into the menu, go up to Record File Format, and switch from ProRes to MOV. Once that's set, we're going to go into the Record Quality menu and select 150 megabits per second, which is a very popular recording rate. It's a 10-bit 422 standard on the Panasonic G9M2. When I started this test, the battery was a little low, so I couldn't run the test as long as I had hoped. I was able to run it for 75 minutes, which is an hour and 15 minutes. That way you can see that the G9M2 can run for an extended period of time without shutting down or overheating. Now I've speeded this up 50 times so that watching it isn't deadly dull. Well, that's a look at some of the flexibility that you get when you plug in this tiny 256 gigabyte flash drive from Samsung. Hey, for the money, you can't beat this kind of storage. And the G9M2 is a really flexible camera. Now, one of the problems when you have something plugged into the USB-C port like this is that you can't also then use the USB-C port to power the camera. One of the features of the camera is that you can power it and also charge its internal battery through that USB-C port. Obviously, if you have this plugged into the USB-C port, then you can't also be powering the camera or charging the battery. But if all you need to do is record for about an hour, hour and a half worth of video, you've got plenty of battery time, assuming your battery's charged up, and this just enhances the flexibility of your storage. Hey everyone, I'm Bob Kovacs. Thanks for watching.